have just tuned into Conversations with
Shauna T
and Erica Marie. And as we keep telling you, we are the duo
you never knew you needed.
Listen, and the crowd goes wild. You know, sometimes you got to cheer your own self on. We the host and the studio.
Exactly.
Artist.
So we excited because the show has started.
We just exhorted ourselves.
That's it.
That's right. Listen, so this particular show is sponsored by Mr. Music, School of Music. Located here in DeSoto, Texas. A music school that's set aside for you to bring your children if you have any type of desire to want to play an instrument.
Yes. Come on,
if you feel David in your shundo.
Come on, David.
But you don't know your chords, or you don't know how to pickle on the fiddle.
Come on now.
Go ahead and go down there and roll into Mr. Music, School of Music. So this episode is sponsored to him. We will drop his information here. Listen,
below.
I'm a music lover. I love music.
Yes, me too.
Music
is universal.
However, I don't have the ability to play not now instrument.
Me neither.
So there are some people who have the ability to play an instrument, but really just need to learn the basics.
That's good.
Right? You just really need to learn the basics. So DeSoto is where you need to be. So Mr. Music, School of Music, the owner, Aaron Weaver, he got you. He can take care of you concerning all of your musical lesson needs. All right, So we're going to jump right into it. So we met a young lady on the elevator, and we was just talking about how cute her outfit was. We was chitting, chatting. How it go?
We was chitting.
Honey, we was talking. Well, I'm going to tell you what we do. We was in that woman business. Her outfit was cute.
It was cute.
And we was in her business, and so made a comment, girl, you finna go out on a date? And she said, no, she's not going on a date, which led on to her saying that she was single, which led on to her saying it's difficult for her to date because she has been considered to be a strong black woman and men do not like or are not attracted. Or she said, in her word, intimidated
by her
because she's a strong black woman. Strong black. What's the definition for strong?
So the definition of strong, I just pulled it up here, y'all. It says having the power to move heavy weights or perform physical demanding tasks.
Come on.
Able to withstand great force or pressure. That's strong.
You read that like you was reading the scripture behind the answer.
Strong.
That's
what strong means.
So she was beginning to saying how intimidating was. So as we went on at our homes by our business, we just started examining ourselves.
Looking at it. Yeah.
Right. And I was like, you know what, Shauna, I'm a strong woman.
Yeah.
Now, first, let me just say this. I feel like I'm strong enough to be weak.
Ooh, that's good right there.
So I'm a strong woman, but I want to understand my strength. My strength, y'all know I got to go there.
Go ahead. Go and talk.
My strength comes from the Lord.
Come on. Ooh, that's good. Come on.
And he advises me that I can do all things.
Preach.
Through Christ that strengthens me.
Yes.
So that is the source of all of my strength. But I do have the ability to do what needs to be done to carry on in life, in any situation, even when I'm way down, have the ability to move with force even when things get heavy.
Ooh.
However, I'm also weak enough to understand if I need to be, and this a whole nother subject topic, submissive to my husband and not let my overbearing strength
that's good.
Kind of get in the way.
Let's dig off into that. I like that. How you said that you're able to yet be submissive to your husband.
But just know that I'm strong.
Yeah, but know that you're strong. And you know what? Just saying that, I think sometimes, we're going to talk about just relationships in general, that can be offensive to a man.
Well, that's basically what she was saying.
If they're weaker.
Basically, so when she meets a guy, and you know, we might have a couple of people out here that we've been married for ancient day. I've been married for 20-some years.
I've been married
18 years. So, you know, we were a little rusty with the dating game.
Right.
They told us the dating pool is pissy, but I don't know.
Yeah.
But basically, when an individual meets her, a man meets her, and see that she has all her stuff together and she's not a weak woman, he feel like there's no need for him.
Exactly. He can't help her. He can't assist her because she's capable of doing it on her own. And then sometimes.
But I don't understand how that is. That's not attractive. I'm not a man. Maybe we need a man to answer that, but ooh. I don't understand. So if she's not that strong,
because men be wanting you to be feminine and weak like a damsel in distress.
But can't you be that? Can't you be all of that?
Well, you can be, but sometimes just as a woman, I think our strength kind of exudes out. And that can become very intimidating to a man. If you got your own car, your house, you can do things by yourself. And then he feels like, oh, okay, well, I'm coming off into the picture. What is there for me to do? But then that's when us as women need to come in and say, okay, I'm going to release these things over to you to do, because you got to help build them up.
Yeah, you got
to help build them up. So you release those things over to him to show him, hey, listen, I am yet strong, but yet I am dependent on you.
Because you know what? My husband is attracted to my strength. Because we highlight each other. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We highlight each other. But I think sometimes men get strength mixed up with disrespect.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think, like, my favorite strong, like, y'all don't laugh, but one, I told you, my strength comes from God. Like, he gives me strength to get, and actually, to be honest, I'm going to put a pin right there because I'm going to come back to that. But actually, most strong women are only strong like that because they've been put in places that they had to be strong.
That's it. Stay right there. Don't move.
Don't move.
Don't move. Stay right there. Deal with that. Deal with that.
So,
deal with that.
Don't move.
Don't move. Deal with that. Deal with that.
Let's put it in part.
Because that's where we at, right there.
Yeah,
deal with that.
And typically, your strength is not identified until after the storm.
Come on, stay right there.
Like, because when you go into certain situations, because life is what makes you strong.
Exactly.
Right? When you start using the muscles of life, that's when you understand what type of strength you have. So your strength is really not identified or revealed till after the storm. Because you look back. Hey, when I look back, I'm so churchy. But when I look back over my life, and I see where I've come from, how I endured, how I may have crawled, but I didn't break. On the other side is when I can say, you know what, I didn't know I was that strong. Yeah. It wasn't, and that's the thing, when you think about a person that go to the gym. Yeah. You go in there and you start lifting the weight. I don't really go to the gym, so I don't really know why I use this. But in my mind, I reckon. Yeah. Should I keep going?
Keep going. Okay. Stay right there.
Well, I heard somebody told me about the gym. But when you go to the gym, you don't necessarily just go in there strong.
You don't.
You start lifting weight, and you start building endurance. And then once you get that endurance going, you look back and you be like, okay, I can live 35. Woo! Now I can go to 55. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's levels in life. But the strongest woman that I know, that I admire, is Tina Turner.
Why Tina?
She's my idol.
Tell us about Tina.
If anybody know me, share with you, y'all know it. What's Love got to do with it is my favorite movie.
Okay.
It's my favorite movie.
But why Tina though?
Okay, so when you watch the movie, you have to watch it. Come on, somebody with your biblical eyes.
Okay, come on, Bible. Come on.
So Tina Turner represents strength to me. Because this is what she do that a lot of us do.
What's that?
She was going through hell at home. Ooh. She was getting her butt kicked. Yeah. I was slapping her all across the room. Yeah. Yeah, you better not. You know all of that. Yeah. But when it was showtime,
she covered it up.
She went out there and did what she had to do.
She covered it up.
To me, I feel like that's who I am. I don't care what I got going on in my life. Yeah. Because I know who God is, I'll show up at the salon and slay like it ain't nothing.
And be hurting on
that's my strength. Yeah. That's my strength. Here's the thing with Tina Turner. Can I talk about it a little bit?
Talk about it.
Tina Turner went through so many things to get to the place to where we could visually see her strength. You got to think she dealt with church hurt.
She did.
Because remember, she got up there and started singing her little song. Yeah. And the woman done drugged her by her ears. Yeah. So she experienced church hurt. Church hurt has the ability to make you strong and really know who God is. Yeah. Then, remember when she was going on the dusty road home? And she seen her mama and them taking off on that horse? And Now, if she done took Eileen, whatever the good name is, but didn't take her, that's rejection.
Ooh.
That's rejection. So Tina Turner had a family rejection, church rejection.
And it goes back to what you said. You don't realize how strong you are until after.
Because when that
limousine,
listen, and then she gets with Ike, which that's a whole nother subject. Ike is the first person that showed us some type of worth.
Yeah. The
church didn't see your worth. Your mama them didn't see your worth. And then he turns around and beats and hurt.
So let me ask you this. Do you think being strong can hurt you? Do you think having so much strength can hurt you in some form?
Depending on how you develop the strength.
Okay.
If the strength is developed from hurt, it'll cause you not to trust people. You don't think so?
Yeah. I agree 100%.
It'll make you, if your strength was developed from heartbreaks. Now keep in mind, God is the source of our strength.
Right.
But if your strength was developed from heartbreaks, that strength right there ain't gonna let nobody else in.
Sure, like. So how you think people can overcome that thing? Wait a minute.
Back. Sit up.
Because I think it's a lot of women out there who are strong, right? Mm-hmm. But them being strong, it's hindering them from progressing forward in different areas of their life because they've had to be strong in all areas for so long. Sometimes it's hard for you to release that thing.
You know what I would say if I was, I can only speak from my plate. Mm-hmm. So I'm just saying I'm not no doctor. I'm just, I just say what I say.
This free counseling,
right? This free counseling. Results may vary.
Okay,
but I'ma always line up everything. That's one thing about me. I'm gonna talk my opinion, but I'ma always line it up with the word. It's just what I do. If you find yourself in a place to where your strength is harming you and not helping you, I think you should ask God for wisdom concerning your strength.
Right.
Because the Bible says that any man that needs wisdom, he'll give it to you.
Mm-hmm. But what about the people who don't know the Lord?
This your good time right here. Lift your hands up. And we're going to take the little Radio Shack mic and lead you to Christ.
Yeah, we got to give the people something. What if they like, I don't know who God is? So how can I ask somebody something that I don't know who it is? Because there's some people they may not even know who the Lord is. They don't.
You got a good point.
Yeah.
But see, I came straight from Parkland Hospital to the church. My mama had me on Friday night and I was in church.
You was in church?
Sunday.
Okay. The 3 days? Like Jesus, come on.
And I left Parkland Hospital.
Uh-huh.
So when they say, do you know the man? I said, show enough. No, but no, all jokes to the side. But we are talking about the woman who is a very strong woman, but her strength is hindering her.
It is.
Like maybe she too bold or becoming a very dislikable person.
And y'all, you know what? Let me ask y'all this in the comments. Let me know: do you feel like being a strong woman hinders you, or it helps you? So in the comments,
I think both.
You think both?
I think both. But you gotta have balance with that thing.
Ooh,
you gotta have. You don't think so?
I don't think women in general can balance that, especially if a woman who has been scorned or hurt, depending on the situation, whether it was church hurt, some type of relationship, and that strength has caused her to say, I have to survive now.
Yeah.
So now because I have to survive, I'm the provider, I do all of the things, it's an imbalance there.
So how do you identify a strong woman? Like if you saw her, if a woman walked in the room or you had any type of engagement with that woman, what would be the one thing that says she's a strong woman?
That's hard. That would be hard to actually identify, because I wouldn't be able to unless I knew her.
So when you say that, it would be safe to say that there's levels of strength.
Yeah, most definitely. I definitely believe that there are different levels of strength depending on that individual and that person.
And I just want people to understand, like, if you are a strong woman, especially a strong black woman, in any way, get that figure of, all respect to it, but you ain't gotta be walking around here looking like Harriet Tubman.
You don't. You don't have to look like the definition say. You don't have to look like you lifting heavy weights. You don't have to look like you lifting heavy weights.
I do this with ease.
Yeah.
I do this with. Would you consider yourself a strong black woman? I know you are, but in what ways are you a strong black woman? Because I'm Tina Turner strong. I'm Tina Turner. When listen, I have because it's in my weakness.
Yeah.
I'm made. Whoop, yeah. It's in my weakness. I'm made strong. But I am the one that say, I'm like Jesus. Stay right here. I need to go up here.
Yeah.
And I need to pray, and then I'm gonna come back because I sincerely believe in casting my cares upon him, and I sincerely believe that he got me. I sincerely believe that he making his business to make sure that I am straight.
Yeah.
So everything else I do is an echo of that.
Ooh, come
you
on,
get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you are a strong woman. I know that. Anybody that know you know that. But in what ways do you flex your strength? Like flex this.
You know what? This probably gonna sound crazy, but I flex my strength in my hustle. And the reason why is because when you're put in a situation to where you have to survive, that's where my strength come from. It comes from shit. Ain't nobody gonna do this but me, so let me go ahead and make this happen. That's why I say being strong, you know what I'm saying, in my opinion, it can help you and also hinder you depending, how you use it. So for me, mine is in my hustle. We ain't no lights gonna be turned off, we're gonna eat. All the things is gonna take place because
so that's a good thing, but how have your strength harmed you?
Oh, honey, just not by releasing.
You don't release nothing to nobody. You don't let nobody be accountable of making sure you okay, expectation of making sure you okay.
No, sometimes nobody but the Lord. Listen, let me tell you.
I know the Lord.
Because
we'll make a way. Oh, yes, he will.
Because and I can be, can we be honest? Can we be okay? We can be honest.
We can be honest.
Because sometimes that's still a struggle for me.
Okay.
There's still a struggle for me. Child, I'm finna relinquish it. I'm all right. You ain't got to worry about it. I got it. Yeah. Because I always be telling people, God my partner.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
Is that offensive to your husband if you don't mind me asking? Well, y'all been together 18 years. He probably said, get it, Shauna. Shit, you got it. Go on and get it.
He don't. It's not offensive to him at all because we talked about it.
He probably be bragging on it.
He tells me all the time. He's like, I ain't never seen nobody anything they put their hands on, you just bring it to life. Yeah. From couponing to starting a business, all things. He said He said you sit down and you bring it to life or whatever. And so even by me not having a high school diploma, he said I have never seen nobody sit down and teach themselves how to do something. He said and not know how to do something. I said because two things happen. I say, Lord, listen, this is what we got to do. And then I go forward. So that's why I say my strength comes through in my hustle.
In your hustle. Yeah. And it helps you and hurts you.
It helps me and it hurts me in different areas. My hustle, it helps me because I'm gonna push through. It's not I already know.
But it came from a place where you didn't have nobody to do for you.
Exactly, most definitely.
You know where my strength flex is?
Where's that?
I mean, it's all across the board, but in my parenting.
That's good.
I go so hard in parenting, so sometimes I overparent.
Ooh.
But the strength of being a parent, I can say it comes from me just needing certain things. Yeah. As a child, and so and my mom too. She is like the epitome of a strong woman. Like. I'm talking about she was always head up, hey, my kids need something, I'm going to pawn TVs and we just going to, I'm going to pawn my TV so my kids, she ain't begging nobody for nothing. Right. She going to make a way. She pawn her TVs and make sure me and Aaron had stuff. We just watching the wall. Yeah. That's a true story. One time when we was younger, my mom pawned her TV so Aaron can have shoes.
She was gonna make sure it happened.
And he had shoes, and I was watching the wall, and every time he walked by them shoes, I wanted to clip him. I can't watch the Smurfs, because you over here complaining about your shoes too damn little. Oh! But, I learned how to make sacrifices. I learned how to get in there when my kids are going through, and it's another subject for another day, I watch so many parents give up on their children. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that I have never even ever thought about. Even when the times get hard. And my kids tell you, man, I appreciate my mom. My mama go hard for us. I don't spoil them, but I get in the trenches with them. I refuse to leave them with any type of abandonment. I refuse to leave them with any type of emotional drought.
Right.
I'm going to get in there and look, when I say strong, I can stand up and slay for 14 hours and get off and go to a football game and scream.
Yeah.
I can stand for 14 hours doing her and then have the strength. Like I'm physically tired and will go and watch my daughter dance. Now I might fall asleep, but dang it, I'm here.
Yeah.
I go hard for mine. And so that's one of the places my strength flex. And that is really attractive to my husband because he know that my children are going to be taken care of. My wife got my kids. And then once you know me, you already know. Don't play about my kids. Right. I'm that one that will probably fight. Nah, ain't no problem.
You will.
I'm going to fight you about mine.
Yeah.
And so I know that's a place that I'm very adamant about my strength. And so you said hustle. I'll say my grind.
Your grind, okay.
I'm going to grind.
Yeah.
I'm going to get it how I live. Now, keep in mind, we are both the same. Our strength comes from God. He endows us with that strength. Because some people don't even have the strength to get I have a grind mentality.
Exactly. Me too.
Like I can see stuff and I can be like, okay, I'm going to put that with that, make something. You know what I'm saying? And so that's my strength where I can even see men that don't even have it.
Ooh, no, they don't.
Just be sitting there.
Just looking. And I think
what we going to do?
Yeah, but you know what? When I think about it,
because there's a difference between grind and hustle.
They kind of go together.
Let's
look and see. They kind of go together, grind and hustle, because hustle means the energy that you use to behind something.
Okay.
Grind is, let's see what we gonna see what Google say.
What Google say, sis? What Google say?
Grind says reduce something to small particles or powder by crushing it.
But I think we use it in the urban term.
We do the urban.
The urban dictionary. That's you gotta speak our language.
Yeah, the urban dictionary. Let's see.
Cause when we grinding, we getting it. You know what I'm saying?
Slang. It really what?
What do it mean, good?
It says slang to annoy or irritate.
No, that ain't right.
That's not the right one. Hold on.
There may be some young folks, some other folks white Nick.
Working hard, okay.
Yeah, working hard. Working hard, I work hard.
Yeah.
You know, because people don't work hard no more these days.
They don't. They be lazy.
They be lazy. They are absolutely lazy.
They be lazy.
So, I just want to say that if you are a strong woman, particularly strong black woman, kudos to you.
Yeah.
You go, girl.
Yes.
Power to the people. Power to the people. But I would say, ask God for wisdom with your strength.
Yes.
So that you won't come off as an arrogant person, an annoying person, a person that's very distasteful. Just ask God, you gave me this strength. So how do I use it and when do I use it?
Yeah.
God, when do I need to be weak? When do I need to kind of dumb down again? Yeah. Not be so aggressive with my strength.
Yeah. Especially if you have a mate.
If you have a mate. Because that's basically where the conversation streamed from.
Yeah.
From somebody saying it's difficult to date.
Yeah.
Because I got my stuff together. And so that's not attractive. But okay, well, here's the thing with that. I think, personally, every woman needs to have a strength up. Because the Bible is loaded with women that were strong.
Yeah, because women in general, we hold a lot together.
But not only that, what you gonna do if Cleon, Leroy, her, or Ernest leave?
Listen.
Not even leaving on a negative way. I'm talking about the good Lord just take them on home.
You got to know how to operate and move things.
You better know how to do something because I'm tired of them GoFundMe account. We need everybody to have Vessery. She been struggling since Ernest went home. She should have been in her house. She should have been watching this to be a strong woman.
That's true.
That's for real. You got to have some type. For real. You got to have some type of strength.
You do. It needs to come from somewhere. You need to have a real strong why. Like, I think if your strength has a real strong why. Maybe you haven't necessarily been through something that would cause you to have strength.
Good point.
You know, maybe some people haven't been through anything that will cause them to have strength to say, oh, okay, I'm going to do it for my kids. I'm going to do it because nobody was there for me.
Because good knees don't make you strong.
No, good knees sure don't. They don't make you strong. 2 hands up. Lift them up, don't make you strong. That's only on your knees. You know, and I think, you know, mental strength, I think strength comes like in a lot of different, you know, your mental strength, because a lot of things start in your
mental
mind.
Strength.
Yeah. If you're not strong in your mind, you know, you got some weak-minded people. Some people is weak-minded. They just go with the wind. The wind blow, they go that way. You know what I'm saying? They don't have no strength
they go?
to be this way. You know, they don't have no strength to be able to live.
What's wrong with
to stand on their own?
Yeah.
So a lot of people it starts mentally. So I think if you get your mind right, you know what I'm saying, you may need to pray. You may need to go before the Lord.
Oh, you most definitely need to pray.
Go before him and pray or whatever, and start with your mental strength. You know, deal with some of them other extra issues, you know, you may have going on, because that will affect your strength too.
Absolutely.
Some of them extra issues that you have going on that affects your strength, that'll cause you to stumble, as the Bible says. You'll stumble and just be weak-minded. And I'm not saying you got to be strong all the time. You don't have to be strong all the time, but you need to know when to be strong.
Because now, this is what I have to say about this. I really don't believe none of us are strong. Although we've been sitting here talking about them for 25 minutes. I really don't believe anybody is strong. I sincerely believe that God is the strength, and we just use what he give us and echo what he's able to do. I really believe it.
So you said the Lord said he puts us in the situations
to build our strength, and so he can flex, and I'm only demonstrating what he is giving me power to do.
That's true.
Some of the weaker people, you know, they might not have a relationship with God.
Ooh, now that's listen.
Cause I ain't strong like I'm lying up here, like I'm saying I am. I have to correct the Lord. I am strong, but I'm echoing what he tells me that I'm able to do.
And that's true. So some of y'all who don't know the Lord or may not have the Lord.
Will there be one? The doors. Will the doors?
Your church is now open. Take me to the wall.
Do you hear me? Tight.
Yeah.
Listen.
They don't know.
So really, none of us are strong, but like they get what we're saying.
Yeah.
Like the source of our strength. Cause I just ain't gonna leave it out.
Yeah.
But I will say it's how we demonstrate. And before we get off, also it comes with knowing who you are.
That's true.
Strength and confidence line
right up.
Because your strength displays the confidence I have that I can do this.
Yeah.
Ooh!
Searching!
Come on, somebody! Come on! Look at somebody! Grab their hand and tell them! I'm about to go in. I'm serious. It's confident. But so we're going to come back and talk about confidence one day. But that's what it is. Your strength, the Wheaties.
Not the Wheaties.
The Wheaties to your strength is confidence.
Ooh.
Because when you was grinding and when I'm parenting, I have confidence in myself. I have the assurance of my ability.
I ain't gonna let myself down. I'm not gonna let me down. You hear me? You may let me down, but I'm not gonna let me down. I'm gonna make sure I build.
And you got confidence in yourself that you
hold myself up
because you're confident of what you can do.
Exactly.
You don't be like how they say they be
going over that. Baby, I know I'm gonna build a solid foundation. It ain't gonna go nowhere.
It's not gonna go
exactly.
anywhere.
I'm gonna make them beans and chicken. It's gonna go all week long. You ain't gonna be hungry. I'm confident
because you have the confidence of what you can bring to the table. What you
already know.
So we just speaking our minds, and these are our opinions.
Yeah, and y'all be sure before we close out, y'all let us know in the comments what y'all think about being strong. Is that your thing? Sometimes you're not gonna be strong.
Either you is or you ain't.
Either it is or that.
You know,
because somebody they may not want to be strong. They may not say like shit. I'm tired of being strong.
I pity the fool. I pity the fool. But listen, I'm so glad you guys sat in and tuned in. We really enjoyed you. Hope you guys enjoyed us. Again, we just letting you know, if you happen to be a strong woman, I suggest that you most definitely ask God for wisdom on how to use your strength. But as Shauna was saying, Never, never, ever look at it as a curse or look down on yourself because for being strong. And that strength is a reward of showing you made it through. You made it over for every moment.